the Nine of Swords, which indicates that there's something going on causing you some kind of worry or anxiety or regret. Now, for some of you, maybe you're just under some form of extreme stress, or maybe you're grappling with depression or some kind of sorrow where you feel hopeless. It could be that you're in some kind of actual physical pain, an illness that you're dealing with, or you're facing surgery. Maybe you have some female health problems. So you're dealing with something that's causing some kind of doubt. It may even be keeping you up at night. You may be going over events in your head, reliving experiences, having, conversations, the things that you should have said or could have said or wish you didn't say. So, some of this is just an overactive imagination. It could be that, you have some unfounded fears, but there is something that you have envisioned and something that you want to play out in a particular manner. And is very important to you, either this thing or this objective or a person. And yet, whatever is occurring is making it more challenging for you to deal with the reality of the situation. But you're going over and over events or a preoccupation with something is actually not very helpful. You may need to step back from a situation, give yourself a break, and recharge your perspective and your motivation. Because despite whatever you may be facing, it may not be as bad as you think, and you really do have more options. Now, some of these options are things that maybe you've put aside, and maybe you've done so because, your pride is preventing you from taking action, or you have, linked yourself to a set of beliefs or a strong adherence to a principle, and you don't intend to change course. Maybe your emotions are getting in the way. But it's possible that there's renewed hope for the future, that you are being delivered from something that maybe has felt like a nightmare. So for some of you, it's the anxiety over not just your choices, but that of someone else. You have strong concern for someone and maybe the direction that they have chosen. But this is going to be a week where you may have to step back. You may have to allow people to be their own person, fight their own battles, choose their own choices, live their own life. And you've got to allow the freedom to do so. For some of you, it is this difficulty in accepting or considering other alternatives that is keeping you stuck and staying in this state of anxiety. You really have to look at what it is that you want and what it takes to get it. If obtaining what or who you want, regardless of the consequence, is your mode of operation, obviously, perhaps this is not going to play out to your advantage. You may be grieving, maybe you're dealing with some kind of abusive situation, somebody that's claiming to have remorse, and yet given a history, there's going to be a repeat of circumstances. So this is about stepping back from something, taking a closer look, and perhaps allowing yourself to walk away from a situation or a relationship that you can't save or repair just now. But that walking away or stepping back can be very challenging, and yet it can prove essential to your own personal well-being.